So now we're officially hot. Let's
This bill legalizes sawed-off shotguns.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to ShiftLess, the podcast that is only about bicycles and not a damn thing else. We are joined today by Chef Brad Greene, concrete layer extraordinaire, on a beautiful Wednesday morning from the porch of Casa Verde in lovely Argyle, Texas. Welcome to, I think this is episode 119. I've lost track again. I think I lost track somewhere after episode 4. How are you doing this morning, sir?
I'm like a caged tiger today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm ready to ride my bike.
Are you ready to ride your bike?
I am. Ready to ride my bike with my friend, Mr. DJ Caleb, who is also here today.
It's been a long time, gents.
It has
Been a long time since I rock and rolled.
It's been far too long.
Far.
Welcome.
Hey, guys. Beautiful morning.
Man.
Coffee's delicious.
It's a little strong.
Is it? Tastes about right to me.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Thank you.
Adam would not approve.
Well,
We're not going down that rabbit hole. Holy moly. It seems like forever since I've seen you guys because you both look completely different from the last time I saw you.
my haircut this short was unintentional. Brad's was intentional. I went Friday, I guess, and I sat down in the chair and I said, I just need to cut it a little shorter than normal. And then I like to close my eyes and not talk.
Sure.
I just sit there and kind of zone out and, meditate a little bit and relax. And then I opened my eyes and went, oh, shit.
You know happy endings don't happen in the barber chair, right?
Is that what a wise man once said?
I think Confucius said that.
Oh, Confucius.
Confused just shit.
Yeah. I went to my parents' house this weekend for my mom's birthday, and the first thing my dad said is, when do you ship out, sailor?
My hair's not as short as yours,
That's not.
But I did get mine cut too.
Yeah.
I told Paula, I said, I should just get my hair cut exactly like Caleb's.
Twinsies.
Oh, man. Oh, there's skeeters out here, man.
Yeah, there is.
Put some of this salve on.
The cinnamon leaf oil does work.
Dude, it's been ruthless around here. I was in my garage standing in front of the fan watching mosquitoes bite me. Going,
Yeah.
What is going on?
Kay found a major source of mosquitoes this morning. You ever seen people convert those like big black plastic Home Depot bins into planters?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cheap way to grow stuff. And I guess maybe you drill weep holes at
Drain
the bottom
holes.
of it, but I think it's clogged and it had like 3 inches of standing water in it. Yeah, they were. You could just see them swimming around. So
Yeah.
I got to take care of that.
Yeah, that could be a source. But they're just plain bad this year.
Yeah, they really
Well,
are.
it's so warm. We haven't had any cold weather to send them on their way.
We
I-
did.
And I caught a tick on a ride the other
Oh,
day.
no.
Didn't even realize it. I got back, got in the pool, got out. I was like, what the? Thought it was a little scab or something. I was
Yep.
like, what is this? And I looked down, there was a tick on my leg, and I was like, holy shit.
Not a fan of the tick.
Mm-mm.
I caught one on Rule of 3, and man, it left a bad sore
Yeah.
afterwards. And typically, I've had them before when you can get them off and then just leaves a little
Yeah.
spot. This one almost created a blister.
Yeah, so
Wild.
that's exactly what happened here. Red was here, and he's like, no, don't just pull it off. And I go, no, I know how to get them off. You kind of take them and spin them, and they just release after about 45 seconds or so. And I got it and made sure I had the head and everything. And I kept moving. I didn't think anything of it, And then a couple days later, I had like a bump. And I was like, oh, maybe a mosquito bit me or something. And then it turned into a sore, and I was like, this is not good. But then I realized, oh, this is where that tick was. It didn't all click all at once.
I'm a fan of the hot tweezer method.
hot tweezer method. I have not
Yeah,
done that.
just hold a lighter for a couple seconds over a pair of tweezers, and as soon as you touch them, they release. You don't have to pull them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't pull them. You just take them and
What I mean is, you don't risk the chance of pulling the head off.
yeah,
They release. They actually
yeah.
release their lock.
Well, it's the same thing if you just twirl them.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. You just spin them around and around.
Yeah.
You just kind of take your finger and put it next to them and just,
They may think you're playing with it.
and they just, after about 30 seconds or so, they just let go.
You guys got anything going on this weekend?
I was going to go see what's going on in Texarkana. Weather looks promising.
I was going to tell you guys, I looked this morning and I took out all of my cold weather gear sans my vest. I'm going to bring it in a separate bag to Texarkana, but the plan now is to, I don't think we're going to need it. Right now, and I know the weather can change, and whether we talk about it or not, it's going to change or it's not, so I don't
How
believe
about
in
the
this.
weather today?
It's beautiful.
It's fucking amazing.
Friday morning in Tucumcari, even though we're starting in Vega on Friday morning, or Saturday morning, it's going to be like 53 that morning in Tucumcari.
Beautiful.
Still not worthy of bringing in a puffy jacket and a bunch of warm clothes. I just don't think it's going to be necessary.
My bike's not going to ride right if I don't put enough stuff on it.
Oh, there's a minimal weight requirement.
Yeah. It's like a UCI thing. It has to weigh 43 pounds.
It's true. 40. You get that thing to 43, you're doing all right. That's actually not a bad thing.
I mean, that's what the bike weighs, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you get your shit sorted out? Because Gabe texted me 20 minutes before. He couldn't get his shifter working.
I'm not
He
ready.
was at Velo yesterday for
what-
like 2 hours.
I'm literally not ready to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it on the air because I'm going to say stuff that's not cool.
Uh-oh.
We can talk about it though.
Are you functioning? Because I noticed there was a Gold Eagle cassette on the back of your bike when he sent me the photo.
Yeah.
Did you make? Never mind. I'm not going there.
No.
He didn't make any adjustments. He didn't put anything new on it. It
Oh,
just started
okay.
having problems.
I thought you got a new shifter like several weeks
I
ago.
did get new shifters.
Okay. And I thought they were running fine and dandy.
No.
Okay. Oh no, you hadn't. No, you hadn't picked it up yet. Last time we talked.
I plead the fifth right now. I'm not happy,
I understand that.
and I'm slightly concerned.
Okay.
But I think we've come to a conclusion. So
Okay.
I have a new cassette coming.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. There was much troubleshooting done yesterday. I spent about 4 hours at the bike shop yesterday.
It's 4?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you collected a paycheck.
No.
You've been there that long.
Next subject.
Well, this is kind of important, though.
It is, but I don't have a lot of good things to say right now.
I understand. Well, first off, is the new shifter the same as the old shifter or something different?
Identical.
Okay.
And therein lies the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
After my 3-day jaunt, I had shifting woes
Yep.
the whole time.
Yep.
See if I can't tell you this story as diplomatically as possible.
Use kind words.
I had shifting woes that I dealt with every day, and it seemed to happen, not necessarily, it was never at the beginning of the day. It was always 2, 3, 4 hours into the ride. I would get to where my shifter would it just felt like I was going to break it every time I went to shift. I dealt with it. I made adjustments. I did everything I could. And then every day, about 3 or 4 or 5 hours into my ride, I would experience the same issues. I got home, got sorted and everything. The next day, it was bugging me. So I went out and I started checking on my bike and started going through it. My shifter was bone dry. So there was a couple of things I did. When you convert your bike from an 11-speed drop bar shifter mechanical to a 12-speed drop bar mechanical, you use a company called Ratio, makes another gear mechanism that goes in there that converts it from 11 to 12. And it needs grease. So mine had gone dry. That was part one of the problem. Once I injected it with grease, it was beautiful. However, when you run that system, now, because a 12-speed derailleur, such as a GX, is meant to work with a mountain bike shifter, which has a barrel adjuster on it so you can make minor adjustments. Since you're running a drop bar shifter, you have to put a barrel adjuster elsewhere. So I had a barrel adjuster that just slips in to the cable recess on the derailleur. Well, it had sheared off. So the barrel adjuster just floating, so it's not making perfect contact. So
Not really creating any tension
well, it's creating tension, but it's not equal. It's not staying constant about that. And then in addition to that, there was a inline barrel adjuster that's right about the head tube of my bike. Well, that had over time become so gunked up and everything that the cables had collected dirt and dust underneath the ends of the cables. So the cables were backed out ever so slightly. So they weren't staying tight in that union. So they were back and they were trying to go at angles.
Was this at the derailleur or at the shifter?
That's at the head tube.
If you're going to listen, listen. If
I am
not,
listening.
No, you're not.
The inline barrel adjuster.
Yeah.
Which
That
is
was
at
by
the
the head tube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I pulled those cables out, cleaned out that barrel adjuster so those cables would seat better. I completely eliminated the barrel adjuster at the rear because there's no reason to have redundant barrel adjusters.
Okay.
Glued my shifter, and my shifting was absolutely stellar.
Okay.
Perfect. Zero problems.
Okay.
But it wasn't the first time I'd had problems with my shifter. I've been on multiple bikepacking trips. In fact, when we did the trip up to the grasslands, on the way back, I had major issues with it. Same situation. And so I just thought, my shifters are 7 years old. Maybe it's time to put some love back into this machine before I ask so much of it and ride it 1,000 miles across Texas.
Maybe it's time to switch brands, Brad.
Maybe you should just calm down. You haven't even listened to the end of the story yet.
I already know where it's going.
But I don't,
Okay.
nor does the audience. So.
And so I thought, hey, just get some new shifters. I've got a new chain on there. I've got a relatively new derailleur. Let's just do this, right? So I get new shifters, new bar tape, new cables, internal and external. Go for the very first ride, my shifting's fucked up. So I forgot to tell you, when you use the ratio, when you change from an 11-speed to a 12-speed, there's also the cable ramp. There's another technical term for it that is on your derailleur where the housing stops and the internal cable comes through and gets bolted to your derailleur. There's a ramp that it goes on. You have to change that out.
Okay.
Which it was changed out on there.
You mean it's actually a little physical part that comes out and you swap with a different...
Yeah.
It's got a different angle or something to make room for the...
Like the one that comes on it is much longer and has a curve on it.
Okay.
And then the one that you use with the ratio is slightly shorter and has a little bit less of a curve.
Less tension so it can move further in and out for an extra cog?
Yeah. And so I start texting with one of the guys at the shop and I'm like, hey man, I don't understand what's going on. My shifting was flawless before we changed my shifters. He's like, yeah, we didn't change out that. Somehow we never changed out that ramp on your derailleur before. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense because my shifting was working perfect before I brought it in. So I happen to have my old derailleur on my workbench along with every other part that's ever been on a bike that I own.
Along with the derailleur you had in 88.
Yeah. And so I pull it off and I pull it out and I look at it and the ramp on there is brand new, spotless. Lets me know we changed it. Then I went to my computer and I look at what the ratio ramp looks like versus what the SRAM GX ramp looks like. 100%. It's been changed. So I jack with my shifting a lot. And there's the bolt that actually goes on the derailleur that holds your cable tight has like a key slot on it to keep the washer from turning. So when you tighten it down, it doesn't twist the cable.
Yeah.
Somehow that's not functioning properly. So every time you go to tighten the cable, it actually puts more tension on the cable. So I had to finagle it and actually take tension with my barrel adjuster, tighten it, and then give the slack back, essentially. I don't know if that makes sense.
A little bit, yeah.
And so yesterday, when they opened, I just showed up because I was like, I got to get this sorted. I got to get this figured out. I can't even rest until this is done.
Yeah.
So much troubleshooting, and very patient. This tech was dealing with everything, and I kept telling him, I said, it's crazy because in the bottom of my cluster, everything's perfect. It's when I get into the high side of my cassette is that I'm having a problem, and it seems like it's just on this one cog. And I said, this is 30 minutes, 25 minutes into troubleshooting. So is it possible my cassette's bent or has a tooth that's bent or something? He's like, oh, I don't know. The conclusion of everything is I need a new cassette.
Oh.
The very largest cog is bent ever so slightly. So when you're in the second to largest cog, that cog
too much gap.
No, there's not enough.
Not enough gap to make
so the chain's trying
jump.
to crawl up it, even when it's adjusted properly.
So how did you go from figuring it out in 30 minutes to being there for 4 hours?
Because I'm the customer and I'm not always right. If you take your car to the mechanic and you go, I think it's the blinker fluid, and they go, you don't know what you're talking about. And then later they go, hey, it took us 4 hours to diagnose it. It's the blinker fluid.
So you notated that it could be the cassette within 30 minutes, but it didn't take till another 3.5 hours that they go, oh, you're right, it was the cassette.
So it was my fault, honestly, because I should have gotten another guy involved, and I didn't. And he made it pretty clear at the end, like, hey, dude, why didn't you just talk to me? And I was like, well, noted.
Because he's always spread thin.
He
so
is.
You put that gold cassette is what you have on there now?
No, he wanted $360 for it. And I said, I don't have gold money.
Yeah.
I need, you got some pewter?
Got copper? Oh, some stainless.
You got something that'll tarnish my wrist if I wear it in the shower?
Forgive me for being stupid, because I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not following how one slightly bent cog makes the shifter not shift.
So the fault's not in the shifter. My shifting, that's what I was saying, in the bottom part of my cluster, like the entirety of the bottom of my cluster, it's flawless.
Okay.
It's when it's in the second to largest cog.
So when you're in the wimp gears anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. But still, if you adjust for that to work properly, then it affects the rest of the
No, I get that. I get that.
I mean, I could have technically just adjusted my derailleur to where it was just a 10-speed, and
Sure.
I'd probably be fine.
Okay.
But
that clarifies it for me.
Yeah. But when I tell you that everything was troubleshot, new pulley wheels on my derailleur, because, these may be part of the problem.
But why would you change pulley wheels on a derailleur that's less than a year old? Okay, yeah, I get. I'm sorry.
Because you're
shooting.
You're throwing everything up against the wall.
You're trying everything.
Well, and here's what I said repeatedly too. Hey guys, we need an aha moment. I need to know that we found the problem and it's fixed. Not, well, we did 11 things
and we think, but
fixed.
you got to go out and find out for sure.
I said this doesn't exude a lot of confidence here.
You know what my solution to this problem was 20 years ago?
New bike?
No. Single speed.
Oh yeah. I jokingly said, hey, fuck it, let's just burn this thing and set it up as single speed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm trying
look,
not to worry about it.
If it came down to it, you could just take your Stella. You could have.
But I haven't spent.
You haven't.
all this time
but
and
you,
hours on my Stella.
well, irregardless,
Mm-hmm.
you would had a highly functioning bike and you would have adapted to it and been fine.
Yeah. And I even told the tech, who shall remain nameless, man, if we could just convert this thing to electronic, we wouldn't be having these problems, you know? But
That's going to cost you more than $300.
yeah, I know. But the problem is you can't even do that because they don't make mechanical over.
You know what else would
over
fix
electronic.
this?
What's that?
Shimano.
Yeah.
I got an entire.
Here's
I have
the
an
thing.
entire Di2 1x set up or boxed in my garage right now.
Look, we can have the Ford Chevy conversation some other time, but I will,
Right now is not the right time to
I
have
will
it,
tell
and I
you,
admit that.
I don't think this is a SRAM Shimano
No,
thing
I think
at all.
I think you had a glitch in the matrix that,
Yeah.
that once identified would have been an easy solve. It was just difficult. And also, to me, it sounds like you had two different problems going on at the same time.
I think there were
You
multiple.
you had the issue with that big cog being bent,
Mm-hmm.
but then you also had the issue of shifting in your lower gears until you fixed it,
Yeah.
and then you still had another issue, and you didn't know at the time those were two different
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah.
what threw you off.
Well, and the other problem, and I don't know if this was because I was
It's like having a wheel out of balance and missing a lug nut.
Yeah, right.
I was kind of bird dogging the repair troubleshooting process, but I was also trying to give him a little breathing room. But at one point, he kept saying, well, every time you run through the cassette, your tension changes. Your cable tension's changing. So at one point, unwrapped my bars to make sure that the cable was completely seated in the shifter. Because
in case it was pulled through or something.
in case it had just a little bit of standoff and the tape was holding it, and then when you put it under full tension at the top of the cassette, now it's pulling the housing in, so effectively shortening. That was me.
That was Brad.
And so I was like, well, that's pretty smart. I got to give you credit for going that far because, you know, my bars are double wrapped.
Yeah.
So that was no easy thing to go, hey, we need to look at this, you know. And what frustrated me even more is he knew what I was about to do. But in the middle of this whole thing, I go, hey, I need this thing to make it 1,000 miles. And he's like, what are you talking about? I go, do you know where I'm going on Saturday? And he's like, no, what are you doing? I was like, race across Texas. Like, this is what I've been like talking to you about. Like, and he's just like, oh. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, this is more serious. But he fucking knew that.
Well,
And it
it
just
works on a lot of bikes, man.
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone's problems is the same, or everyone's perceived level of severity is equal.
I told the whole shop at one point, I go, this is why I work on my own shit until I run out of solutions or tools.
Yeah.
And then I bring it to you guys.
I don't have that luxury of being that good of a at-home mechanic.
Yeah. So I'm frustrated and nervous because I have a new cassette coming, which my cassette probably does need replacing.
So when you replaced some of those other components last year and earlier this year, cassette was not one of them.
But I mean, my cassette looks pretty damn good, you know?
Yeah.
So my plan is to replace my cassette when it comes in. Allegedly, it's going to be here today. And that was the other problem is the ratio piece that we were going to replace never got ordered. It was frustration on frustration. And that's why I kind of didn't want to talk about it because I love my shop.
Yeah.
And it's just a compounding thing of frustrations. And, you know, I don't ever try to be the guy I go, hey, look, this shit's important. Because it's never important to me. You know, if I bring my bike up there and they go, hey, it's going to take a week to get this part, I'm either like, I'll leave it here or I'll bring it back when it's here, or I'll see if I can't fix it myself, or no big deal, I've got another bike to ride, you know. I'm not a racer, so I don't go in there and go, hey, I'm racing tomorrow and I'm planning on being on the podium, fix my shit, you know. That's not me.
Yeah.
So
you're definitely not getting on the podium. We know that.
Yeah. Not with my cassette.
You're always on my podium.
Yeah.
Ooh, dang. Kevin just melting that heart.
But needless to say, I left still like not not happy.
You're going to be feeling better when you get that cassette in and get it installed, and everything's going to be smooth.
Yeah. So my plan is to wax my chain today, get my new cassette, install it, and then go for a ride tomorrow.
Yeah. My plan today, I think I might have found the very last retail pair of Race Kings. Found them in Indiana at a bike shop.
You're going to drive to Indiana?
No, they're in my garage right now. I ordered them on Saturday. I ordered them on Friday, and they got delivered yesterday.
Dylan Johnson ruined Race King.
Well, for one thing, so they changed the names and redesigned them, and they are a little bit better, but you can't find. They're not even out yet.
Megatrol.
Diatribe or Barbiturate or whatever it's called.
Barbiturate.
So no one could get them anywhere. Like you couldn't find them. Like Amazon had one, and I wanted to I don't really need both, but I would feel safer. I would feel more comfortable, like internally knowing I have two brand new tires. The current tires I have now, I think there's probably some thorns in them, so I'm getting slow leaks. So I found a bike shop in Indiana that had them in stock, and I called them and explained the situation. I was like, I'm getting ready to order these. Can you have them to me before Thursday of next week? And the guy goes, oh yeah, order them right now and I'll put them in the mail. I ordered them, paid for it. 10 minutes later, got an email saying your shipping label has been created. In other words, a lot of shops, especially retail stores, they don't ship. Sometimes if you order after noon, they're not even going to process orders till the next day when they have a bulk of them.
Or on Thursday.
Or it could be multiple days.
Every Thursday is when we pack our mail out.
Yeah.
You should send that guy a can of soup.
So anyway,
We're not going there.
shout out to
Redshift.
the bicycle retailer, I think it is in Indiana. Thank you.
Yeah.
I should look at them up and be more. let me, because that was very nice. I'm going to get this right.
All right.
That's
So,
greatness.
all right. Waxing chain today. Hopefully picking up cassette today. Are you picking up and installing the cassette, or are you taking it up there?
I'm perfectly capable of changing a cassette.
I know you are.
And adjusting a
So
derailleur.
you're grabbing the cassette.
Yeah.
Is the plan. That's all I was asking. And test ride is tomorrow.
There's plenty of time.
And when are y'all heading to Texarkana, and how are you getting there?
Friday.
And how are y'all getting there?
Driving.
Yeah, 2 cars. Because I'm not exactly sure what time I'm going to be able to leave, so we're just taking separate cars. But I think we're staying in the same hotel, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, spousal units dropping you off, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Paula Ann and Leonard are accompanying me.
Yeah.
Okay.
KB Dub and
Yeah.
Little Honey Butter Biscuit are coming.
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
sure the hotels are dog friendly.
And what hotel are y'all staying?
What time's rollout? Like 8:30?
Y'all need to get on rat.
What time?
I thought you said you were going to send that information
What
out.
time are we doing garage
no.
coffee?
No.
What time's hotel coffee?
All right.
No, you said it. Your email said it.
No. Listen to me.
Listen,
Okay.
Linda.
Linda.
Here is the way Group to Part works. The group works it out amongst themselves on the Rat 1000 discussion page on Facebook as to where they're starting from at what time.
Okay.
I don't determine that.
Oh.
So
Well, I'm just gonna post something right now then.
there you go. That's a good plan. What hotel are y'all staying at?
The Hampton.
Hampton.
Okay. So my recommendation is suggest starting from the Hampton Inn and whatever you're comfortable with for start time. 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. Usually, I believe it's a 6 a.m. rollout.
Yeah.
Typically.
I'd say we do 6-ish.
How about 6 a.m. at the
142
Hampton.
miles is a long ways for the first day.
Is or is not?
Is.
Okay.
For me.
It's not short.
Yeah. Hey, I have to give my boy Jordan Alley a shout out real quick.
hell yeah.
What?
I know you don't follow him on Strava, and I know you don't dick around on Strava. My guy, Jordan Alley, I didn't even know he was doing this. I sent it to Caleb yesterday. I'm going to pull it up real quick just because it's easier to get there. He did a full pull on the net out and back I believe this was October 4th, so would have been this weekend. 273.32 miles in moving time, 21 hours and 9 minutes. That's
okay.
stupid impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
He said self-proclaimed FKT.
Which I can, if you know his personality,
Yes.
that's exactly how he would say it.
Yes. So
So he scouted the net segments for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, but he went all the way. So their terminus, or where they turned around.
Your terminus is showing.
I guess that's Wolf City.
I'm confused. Where did he start from?
Well, it says, I don't know what town this is. By Princeton, east of, it must be Farmersville.
Farmersville.
Yeah. Okay.
So he did 273.
They started at New Boston.
Okay.
New Boston.
To Farmersville and back.
Yeah.
I thought that would be like 360. I thought it was 180 miles each way. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
Well, here's the map, and you can zoom in and whatnot. But either way, I was blown away. I didn't even know that he was. I mean, I don't talk to the guy. I don't see him enough. Miss that guy. And he took great pictures, and they ate all the snacks and drank all the Coca-Colas and everything.
That looks like the most true to the net run I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he did it with 2 bottles and no bags. I think they had I think he may have had a hydration bottle.
Yeah, knowing
backpack.
him, he did.
Yeah.
Most of the time he wears
Well,
one.
good job, Jordan.
And he's on his he was on his dragster too.
Which
was
is
on
what?
A Pinarello,
Pinarello Gravel.
something like that. Yeah,
That
it looks like a
called?
fucking stealth fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, it was stupid impressive.
We'll need to have him on and get his
Yeah.
get his breakdown of it, or maybe we can go to him in the ShiftLess mobile.
That'd be cool.
We'll see.
Are you planning on converting that to like a mobile studio?
That's part. That's
Hell
part of
yeah,
it.
Kevin. That's a great idea.
If
man.
you would listen to the show,
Guys, come on.
you know we're busting balls, right?
I'm feeling busted. No, I know. Brad. We were on a ride the other day, and I asked him, I said, something, you should do the something. And he goes, you know we have a fucking podcast, right?
Trust me, you're not alone. You are not.
Yeah, you're
alone.
not the only one that doesn't realize we have a podcast.
There's a lot of people that aren't aware
All
of
right.
it.
Hey, so serious questions.
Yes, please.
Caleb sent me, and take this for everything I'm about to say. Caleb sent me the routes for daily.
Mm-hmm.
Have they changed? Have you put out new ones this year?
No, I
Okay,
have
so
not.
the stages are still the same.
Roughly, we have some variables, and that's why I was hoping to hear from everybody who's actually doing it this year and what their schedules are, so I could reach out to the people that are doing the stage schedule and say, hey, instead of going to Denison, we're going to overnight in Oklahoma if you want to camp.
Do you have a route for that?
I will be sending it out to the 2 people that are doing that.
Oh, who are those dickheads?
I don't know.
Are you talking about skipping Denison and going up to Colbert?
You don't skip Denison. Instead of overnighting in Denison, you
That's what, I'm sorry. Instead of camping in Denison, you pass through Denison and go north. Is Colbert before or after Denison?
it's before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's a 5 mile shorter day that day, sort of thing.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So the way the rat stages are laid out, it just goes to cities, not to a particular overnight spot, because everybody stays somewhere different. And then what we've traditionally done is if people are doing the stage party together, they just agree amongst themselves, hey, we'll meet at such and such 8 o'clock in the morning and start rolling together if we want to, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the route, you have camp spots marked.
I have suggestions.
Oh, okay.
It's for people that don't have the wherewithal to do their own research and go, I wonder where I could camp if I were to camp.
So I did that, right? I started doing that. And that's when I noticed that this year, unlike the other 2 years I've done it, you actually have little camp icons. So I assumed, oh, this is where the stage camping is. It doesn't mean we necessarily have it reserved. It just means that's a possible place that you can go and talk to someone.
Correct.
Okay.
Typically, because here's what happens. Nobody stays on the same schedule anyway. After 2 or 3 days, everybody's doing their own thing.
That's true.
Usually what happens. And back to the super basics of it, nobody camps. Everybody gets hotels.
Well, like for instance,
bitches.
I remember you have it marked this year, and then I remember it one of the other years in Childress in the little city park. You have that marked as a suggested camp spot. Does that mean we have to go to the city and get permission, or does that mean that is
it is not arranged?
Okay, but I'm asking you. I understand it's not arranged. I understand that.
I have not arranged anything.
So what?
I don't even know that campsite's still there.
I'm just going to tell him Kevin Lee said I could camp here.
Okay, but
you're welcome to do that.
I'm going to carry my permission
all
slip
jokes
that says-
aside, I'm trying to get some clarity here. I understand that spot is not reserved. I get it.
Perfectly
But
fine.
it is a spot that is a possibility. So how would one go about? Do I need to contact the city? Do I need to go to the police station and say, "Hey, can we camp here?"
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how it works.
When you arranged it, how did you arrange it?
Working from memory, it was a pay-on-site thing.
Okay.
That's what I remember.
So here's the thing, Brad. We get into Childress. We go up there. If that camp place is I know exactly where it's at. If it's not available or there's no pay, half a mile up the road is a roadside motel that I've stayed in that's nice. If that's what we have to
Brad's not going to do that.
But where are you gonna sleep? You're just gonna find some random ass place and
That's my plan.
okay.
And
Then I would suggest
okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. And these are the things.
Yeah, my bike has to shift first.
These are the things we'll have.
Or I'll be shiftless.
We'll have Saturday night in Paris
Mm-hmm.
and Sunday night in Oklahoma. Cartwright, I think, is the town, if I remember right. I can't remember which town it is, but whatever town is right there north of the dam. We'll have those evenings to talk through things, see how things are shifting, what other issues you might have.
very good.
And I may eat, who knows? If you guys are up for it, maybe the third night I'll go to Lake Arrowhead State Park and meet y'all there or something or make other arrangements.
Could you just install triple bunk beds in the van?
I mean, it's basically when y'all spoon, it's a bunk bed, right?
Big spoon, little spoon.
Would that put an asterisk on me finishing the rat?
No.
If I slept in this ministry van.
If you're spooning in one hammock,
because
is that considered self-supported?
Anybody that wants to can spend the night in the shiftless van, so it's open to all.
Okay.
So I mean, and we could fit a bunch of people in there.
There's so much room for activities in that thing.
I'm so jealous
There's
of
an
that
echo
thing.
in that thing.
Oh, I know.
The echo's been diminished.
Yeah.
I have a floor in it too.
Yeah.
Oh, you put
Okay.
you're already starting to kind of insulate it a little bit.
Yeah. So don't get ahead of yourself. Don't freak out.
Oh, no, hold on, time out. I am not freaking out.
It sure sounded like you were, because you're already planning Childress, and you haven't even made it to New Boston yet.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There's a difference.
I'm not freaking out.
I know you're not.
There's a difference between trying to you want us to plan ahead for it, but also not get ahead of ourselves. It's which one is it? Like that is I am a planner. Ask Brad.
No. Here's the way I look at it. I mean, obviously everybody approaches things like this differently. I highly encourage the Gumby approach, where you have numerous options for every night.
Yeah.
And every situation. And like Brad's situation, quite frankly, if I was in his shoes, I'm not telling him what to do, but the way I would approach it is I'm not going to freak out about whether the bike works or not. Once I get it set up the way it's set up, I'm going to go with the bike. But if things go to shit, I'm going to have a plan to get a hold of another bike and not dick with it and just finish the ride. That's the way I would go about it. I'm not saying that's the way you should go about it, but I'm talking about be prepared on a Gumby basis. Have a plan B in mind for realistic.
I'm nothing if I'm not contingency oriented.
Yeah. Always be.
Hey, wait a
contingency.
minute. Don't get ahead of yourself. You haven't even gotten to New Boston yet. No, if
But the one thing is, and this is where I will ride Bradford if he tries to go down this path. I don't expect he would, but I've seen it too many times from other riders. And that's why I'm not saying, I don't think this is Brad's state of mind, but I get really put off by others who do go down this path where they just bail out when they just needed a contingency. And okay, you're not going to set the FKT this time. Just ride your bike, man.
Yeah, totally not me.
I know.
My whole plan is to finish. I don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just go out and do the ride. You've got the time allotted. Go do it.
Yeah.
And even if you don't make 1,000 miles, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying who's ever listening, don't go out to do the rat to do 1,000 miles. Go out to do the rat to, I've got 8 days of bike riding on my schedule. Go ride your bike for 8 days or whatever it is, sort of thing. And put in contingencies that if something semi-insurmountable does come about, you've got a plan B to address it. And keep riding your bike.
That's my plan.
Yeah, if our, you do your research like you're supposed to, and then...
Well, it doesn't sound like you did.
I've done zero research.
Wait a minute. It sounds exactly
I've
like I
been
did.
spoon-fed every bit of research I have.
If I was doing the research and looking at the routes and studying the routes, which I have, and noticed that Kevin has little icons that show that they're camping.
You're ahead of the curve. You are ahead of the curve.
And I go, okay, cool. This looks like we have identified places that we can pay to camp or whatever. I didn't assume you had it all. Organized. It's just
testy over there.
How am I getting testy?
Have you met my friend? He's
What am I-
always at like a 4,
What am I supposed? How am I supposed to do this?
and he's got a hair trigger.
No, listen to what I'm saying. You guys are just not listening. You tell me that no, it's not exactly the way that it is shown, and I go, okay, cool. What do I need to do to make it right?
I'm on your side. I'm just
Slow
piling
down.
on. I'm
Slow down. Don't get ahead of yourself. But you are planning more than anyone else.
No,
If the
I'm not saying more than anyone else, but you are definitely in the.
But
You're
let me
in
tell you
you're in that 80th percentile.
But let
I'll
me
give
tell you what I
that.
do like. If you're saying, hey, don't worry about any of that. Let's just go with the flow and have a good time and figure it out as we go. I like that too.
That's
even less
that's
to
my
stress
plan.
about.
I'm just gonna start on Saturday morning and ride west.
That's a damn good plan,
Okay.
but
See how things go.
with an idea of where can I go and how can I get there?
Yeah. So it's fun to be romantic and think about that. But then when you roll into a town after riding 150 miles, the last thing you really want to do is go, where the fuck am I going to make a smart decision to camp and not get in trouble with somebody? I mean, you can
No,
call
you
me
need-
overthinking it and
you need-
overplanning it, but after I've done this before, it is something you have to think about.
Have you ever bandit camped?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you typically do is you go, okay, we're 15 miles out of town. Start looking for somewhere to camp. You don't wait until you get to your destination and then go.
Yeah, but that is where I am going to.
What time do you think it's going to be?
I mean, I don't know, but
Hold on, let me finish my question. We're leaving at 6 a.m. You can approximate the math. You don't want to try to find a place in the middle of the night.
that's
So
true.
we're already riding almost 150 miles. And then another 10 to 15 miles outside of town to find a camp spot. It's going to be dark. Find a place. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to think about these things.
Yeah.
And that's where I agree with you, and I agree with you, but I disagree with you, and I disagree with you.
He's pointing to me on both agreements and pointing to Brad on both disagreements, just to clarify, listener.
Way to manipulate the facts there, buddy.
Isn't this how they do it on the news?
Yeah.
I'm about to say episode 119 brought to you by. No,
Don't say
I'm not going to say it. I'll
Pfizer?
I'll
Brought
let
to you
you
by
infer
Pfizer?
your own news network.
I mean, look, every scenario is going to be different. Every town's
All
going
right.
to be different.
Let me give some examples.
Yeah.
Let me give some practical examples.
Okay.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were to be doing the rat this year and looking at the maps the way Caleb did, I would even dig a little bit further and notice that along the route, thank you, outside of Childress, there are a couple of campgrounds on lakes and park areas and things like that. I would make note of I would look closely on the map to see where there are potential parks, camping areas, other things along those lines, and have those on my list of, well, I don't know if this will work, but this is better than laying in a ditch. And then if things don't work out, it's like, guess I'm setting camp in a ditch tonight, sort of thing. Have some alternate potential goals. Just like I said, in 2017, 2018, yeah, all this stuff was verified. And I made arrangements for several years for all of these things.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is I'm 7 years too late.
Let me explain where I'm going with this and why things are the way they are. The reality of it is, it's like I said, after the second night, everybody's doing their own thing and everything. So I was jumping through hoops, making all these arrangements with cities and campgrounds.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're like, Wednesday night, I want to reserve this campsite.
Yeah.
And some people are there Tuesday and some people are there Thursday. I see exactly what you're saying now.
Or nobody shows up at all.
Yeah.
I mean, so in Silverton, there's an RV park with cabins there that we stayed at on a real regular basis. It switched ownership, and I talked to the new owner a couple years ago and tried to explain, this is how it works. This is what we're doing. And I said, I can't guarantee who's going to be there and who's not. So, I'm going to reserve these now, but that week I may have to cancel some reservations. Is that a problem? And he's like, no, I understand. Things are da-da-da-da-da-da. So I reserved all the cabins. We get to Rat Week and nobody's planning to stay there. I kept one of the reservations on a just in case and to give the guy some money.
Yeah.
And he's upset because we made all these reservations and he was planning for all these people. It's like, I have no control
that
over
makes sense.
who shows up and who doesn't.
Yeah. And the thing that I was thinking is, with the weather being as moderate as it's predicted to be, it's going to be a double-edged sword because you're going to have more people looking to camp. And not necessarily during the week.
I haven't. If only Kevin you have a start list of about 5 or 6 right now. Is that what you said, Sheriff?
Less than 10.
Yeah,
I saw that McAfee signed up.
Yeah, but he's not, because he's running time for Ray Porter. He's not doing it.
That's what I was thinking.
But I think he signed up premature before he knew he was going to be doing it.
And don't forget, people can sign up that are doing it at other times of the year.
Yeah.
You can attempt the Rat at any time.
Yeah.
And that's also part of it is, if you're doing an ITT in May instead of doing the group depart, none of this is, you have to go through the map and identify all this stuff ahead of time yourself anyway to do an ITT.
Yeah.
So,
Justin Carey said he's starting like 2.5 days after us.
My guess is, and I'm throwing out my jump to conclusions map, Matt, over here.
I love it.
It's jump to conclusions.
Get it?
I'm guessing Justin's goal is to finish in Tucumcari with you dumbasses.
Not if I have something to say about it.
He's going to have to slow the fuck down when he catches up to us.
I know. He's giving you
put
guys,
on your clipless pedals.
He's giving you guys a 3-day head start.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I turn around and see him, I'm gone. Brad's on his own.
I told him, I forgot where he posted. He posted something. I guess it was on I can't even remember now. And I said, hey, make sure and wave when you pass me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
when the stage race was going on at the same time I was doing it, after about the second day, I got within 15 to 20 minutes of being able to calculate when Speedy Ace was going to pass me, because I knew what time, because the stage race always started at 7, and I would be able to, as minimal math as I know, being an art major, I was able to calculate when I started my average speed, and sure enough, he'd come flying by me on his little fast bike, 2 bottles, and he would do his little whistle, zoom, right past me.
God.
Every day I had it planned within 15 or 20 minutes. I turn around and I go, I bet he's getting close. I turn around and look and he's 30 yards away.
Yeah. Make no mistake, I would love to be doing the true stage race and keeping it that way, but it's just never been able to get the traction for a big enough audience to make that viable, unfortunately.
And I can only imagine that as the days progress, the plan falls more and more apart when you introduce more people.
That's what's so funny about it. Whenever we've had a true stage group, it works out really well.
Mm-hmm.
They're each other's carrots. They motivate each other.
Yeah.
There's a camaraderie each evening, each morning. That really helps.
Is that Rich Waldschmidt character going to be here? He's not doing Rat this year. I hope not.
He's probably going to be. You'll probably see him in Paris and Cartwright, I believe. But he's not doing. My understanding is he's not doing the whole thing.
Oh.
But who knows? He may change his mind.
I'm excited to see him.
Peter's not going this year either.
I guess I'm going to sign up for DFL then.
The important part's the F, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may be TOF. Given the law of averages and only 6 people are doing it, the attrition rate is about 70%.
Oh, yeah. My whole goal, like I said from the beginning, is to start and to finish and to camp every night I can.
Yep.
Like I said, if you pull off the camping every night thing, I think you will be the first person to have done that.
Given the fact that Kevin has, the biggest problem is identifying places. That's one of the problems I had at the very beginning. Because at the very beginning for the individual, Kevin didn't have any, and which is rightfully so. You don't identify that.
Yeah.
It was on you to do it. And I remember, like, I would email a random church out somewhere in between Silverton and Vega or something. I'm making that up. I don't remember.
Right.
And like it's probably one of those churches where it's the local farmer and feed store owner that is the pastor that probably doesn't check the email.
Yeah.
I would try to call an email and go, hey, I'm going to be coming through. Do you mind if I sleep in your ditch or whatever? And a lot of times you just couldn't get that information. So the good thing is at least Kevin has possible places that are like they're identified as a possibility. That's a start.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to count on that as a start.
Well,
you can always sleep in the playground in a slide or a toy like I did.
And I'm happy. I am happy once things start sorting out and we know who's on what schedule and who's going to be where, what night. I am happy to reach out to the police department in Silverton and go, hey, I've got folks that are rolling through. Would you be okay if they set up camp in the city park? 9 times out of 10, if I do that, they're like, yeah, well, tell them to do this.
My attitude towards that is either way. If we had signed up for this and you said, hey, for the stage party, here's where you stop every night to camp, I would have gone, cool, thanks. But if you want to go, hey guys, you guys are on your own to find your place, I'm going to be, okay, cool, we'll figure it out.
You guys actually camping, that's different than usual.
This is my goal right here, every night to make it to, I think that's your document. Or where did that come from?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I think that's an old one.
Is it?
What are we looking at?
The stops.
I have
stage.
I have the card for you too in my bag. It's that laminated.
All right. Yeah. So.
But what I'm saying is that's my goal every day. Like,
understand. So we're doing Cartwright instead of Denison this time, but it's a mile difference.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Henrietta. That's the next night after.
Mm-hmm.
Henrietta that's a toss up.
Mm-hmm.
Technically speaking, there's no real camping available there. That said, people have stealth camped in the baseball field just north of the hotel.
Yeah.
Almost everybody does the Best Western. That's kind of become a tradition. So that turned into a guaranteed hotel night. So that was our official stop in Henrietta for several years.
What day is Henrietta?
That's Monday night.
Yeah. We get there when the lights are off after fall ball. Is it fall ball going on? Yeah. We should be able to camp in the dark.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I know that these are just words and they're only going to matter, but my thought process is we're going to be essentially setting up camp at dusk, if not after, and you're going to be breaking camp at sun up. So really, I'm of the opinion it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
So
As long as you're not camping in
Right.
somebody's front
But
yard
let's-
with a
Yeah.
no trespassing sign staring you in the face.
because
you know?
this is the basic stage schedule. So
Yeah.
let's walk through the different options
Yeah.
right off the. So Henrietta, baseball field, stealth camping.
Hold up. Let's start at the beginning if we're
Yeah.
going to start at the beginning.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
You're right. We haven't
Yeah.
even made it through New
We
Boston
haven't even
yet.
made it
Oh,
to
how
New
the-
Boston.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
So Paris is lockdown, right? Well, I have
is
no
set-
problem set up a tent there.
That is set up. We have the pavilion north of the Love Civic Center,
Okay.
and you can set up your tent on the floor there or off to the side if you don't want to be under the cover there.
Okay.
And there's restrooms but no showers.
Okay.
And the ShiftLess mobile will be there with coolers.
Okay.
All right. So that's Paris.
Denison, we have two viable options.
We're
We
not
have-
going to Denison.
Can you
Going to
look?
Cartwright.
The Denison Day,
Oh.
we have two options. There's
Mm-hmm.
Cartwright that's just east of the route, on the north side of the lake,
Mm-hmm.
or we can go through Denison and go into Eisenhower State Park. So we have two possible locations there. I
Right.
feel like that one's pretty
And
locked in.
Cartwright, those sites are already reserved. That's where the ShiftLess mobile
Okay,
will
so
be.
you have that is reserved too.
That is
Okay,
reserved.
cool.
Okay.
I have two sites with electricity reserved. There are showers there, and the ShiftLess mobile will be in Cartwright as well. And that is basically right on the route where Eisenhower, you have to go a few miles off
Yep.
the route, and you have to go a few miles into Eisenhower State Park itself, which is hilly and kind of a pain in the ass to get in and out of it, because we've stayed there before
Yeah.
with the stage party before.
Yeah.
It's a neat place, but it is a pain in the ass.
Plus, if we stay in Cartwright, we can climb the dam the first thing in the morning instead of that was
And-
rough to climb the dam.
Was that one rough? Maybe it is. I didn't remember that.
Well,
being
after
rough.
riding 115 miles,
I can see I can see that.
yeah.
All right. So yeah.
My plan is to camp close to the Spinistry Mobile.
Oh, we're going to
as much
Cartwright.
as- yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to Cartwright.
Yeah.
For sure. It's already reserved. We don't want to have to think about it.
Yeah. All right. So that's Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Monday night is Henrietta,
Mm-hmm.
which, like I said, typically is a hotel night for everybody. That's been the official way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just before getting to the hotel, there is the baseball field there. There is also an RV park there as well.
I see that. That's what you have marked on the route right now is going a little further north up the service road on the southbound side. That's where the RV park is. Right here.
I wonder if they.
So it's on the southbound side just north of the hotel. Right here.
And that's not where the RV park is. The RV park's right next. Is that an old map?
This is what you have. Stage 3 Monday Rat, Denison to Henrietta.
What?
It's by the Cowboy Church. Isn't that it?
Oh, okay. We did. Okay, that is an old map. Sorry, my bad. I do need to update. Man,
That's this Hapgood RV park.
yeah. The Hapgood RV park is right there.
Tent sites. They have tent sites.
Where is Hapgood at?
It's off of Spur 510 in Henrietta, Texas.
Yeah, it's just immediately after the baseball field.
Oh, I see
and
it.
Just before.
Yeah.
So, Cowboy Church is an always available camping spot, or at least it used to be, I should say. The other option is if you're willing to roll through Henrietta a few miles, and you guys are up for it, I could probably do Lake Arrowhead Reserve or Lake Arrowhead State Park one as well. It would make that day a little bit longer, but the next day a little bit shorter.
But this RV park seems legit.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The Henrietta, the Hapgood RV Park, which is it's not the field. If you look north, there's Hapgood Field north.
I'm just looking
It's the
at
one
the
on the
site.
route. I'm reading right here. It's first come, first serve, no reservations
No
required,
reservations.
$15 per night. And $15 per night is for RVs. So
Yeah.
we could probably just sneak in and no one will ever even know.
Understood. And they do allow tents. They didn't used to allow tents, but
Yeah.
all good. So
Okay.
all I'm saying is there's options. So you can do the Cowboy Church, you can do the hotel, you can do Hapgood, you can do Lake Arrowhead.
Hey, and they have a pickleball court too.
There you
Holy
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Vernon, nothing is set up there at all. In the past, the city has been really good about, if we call ahead, they let us sleep in the city park,
Okay.
Okay.
and there are bathrooms there. And there's also there's an expo center there.
Is that Allingham Park or is that, I see multiple parks. or is it Christine Lade? I'll call.
It's the one that's on the main road going through the middle of Vernon, and there's a big expo center.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, you have it stopped there. Wallbarger
That sounds right.
Event Center. Okay.
And there's other RV parks there and a bunch of hotels. So those are the typical Vernon options. Childress, we've already talked about.
Yeah.
There's the city park there with the RV spots. That would be my recommendation. I'm assuming it's a big park.
Yeah, that thing's huge.
If not, yes, there are plenty of no-tell motels, regular hotels, and if you go 10 miles along the route, it goes through a couple of park areas. I think it's Baylor Parks or
Yeah. We're gonna have to whisper about this one because I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
But I have an idea about the Childress to Silverton. I want to stop instead of making it all the way to Silverton and eating, pack a bunch of food and turkey, and then bandit camp in the Cap Rock. That's 15 miles short of Silverton. So it'd be an 75, 80 mile day. Because you come in through Turkey and then you go north up into Cap Rock.
I don't know.
Well, it's on the map, so you can just look. And then you go up to the south.
About that big climb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we could stop before then because the big climb is once you get out of the Cap Rock.
You want to see that big climb in the daylight.
Yeah. So we'll get in, and plus, we can hit that drop. There's a big deep drop that we could probably get off of, and it's so cool. You look like you're on Mars. I mean, it's the reddest dirt you've ever seen. It's as red, if not more, than Palo Duro.
Yeah.
That would be a cool place to bandit camp because you can walk around one of the mesas. No one would ever see us. If you really want to do like the most primitive bandit camp, that's where it would be. And then we get up the next morning, climb that hill, ride 15 miles into Vernon and have breakfast. Or Silverton, I mean.
Silverton.
Be a little longer day for the next day, but
it would.
But I mean,
along those lines,
I think it would be worth. It would turn that 124 to Vega into 150.
Yeah, I think that's County Road 12 or Park Road 12 or something like that. The south to north road that goes through the Cap Rock and up the big hill.
Yeah.
But that if there were any one spot for me to dirt camp, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
That said, Silverton is a good layover spot. There's an Allsup's there. And there is that campground I was talking about with the cabins and RV spots. But there's also a city park there with free RV spots, or at least a couple years ago, with electric hookups and things like that. I doubt they would have a problem with you. We'll qualify that.
Here's why I think stretching that day into a little bit longer is not going to be that big a deal. Not counting the climb out of the Cap Rock, not counting that 500 or 600 feet or whatever it is. Right now it's 124 miles, 2,000 feet of climbing, and it literally is just a flat plane going at a slight angle. There's one major climb that you dip down into a ravine and come back out, but you go down and come back up. Other than that, it's just. I mean, look at this profile. Have you ever seen anything like that?
It's the staked plane.
Yeah. So I think that
the
would
Llano Estacado.
It would make that day.
I've heard that before.
Not very big. It wouldn't be a big deal to add another 20 miles to that.
Yeah.
The caveat being the endpoint being Vega, and we don't know. There has yet to be a dependable camping spot at Vega. I haven't run into that yet.
I'm going to reach out to the Catholic Church and see if we can, because I remember Kay saying that there was a church there, and they're typically.
One year we had used, I think it was a Baptist church, maybe it was a Methodist church as an indoor camping spot, and thanks to them for that. But they did want to save our souls the next morning.
Well, that's okay.
I understand.
Mine's already been saved.
There is if you go a little west of Vega, the next town over, and it's like known as the midpoint of Route 66 or something like that. I can't remember what. It's off the route, but the next town over, I believe there's a campground at the next town. But Vega is an up in the air spot, but that's also one of those. If it comes to that I can run Jammer for y'all and find something in Vegas. I can find something in any of these towns for anybody that needs help once they know their schedule and once they know where they're going to be and where, hey, just hop on the Rat 1000 discussion page and thinking and staying in Vega Thursday night. Anybody have any ideas?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm planning on strictly adhering to that.
That's
schedule.
your plan now. That plan
That's what-
can change.
Yeah,
And I'm not going to jump through the hoops until we're at that point.
I totally get that, and I'm not asking you to do anything.
That's what I do this week, though.
I know, and I'm grateful for everything you've already done, and the things that I don't even know that you've done, and the things that I don't even know that you've already
and like
going
I said,
to do.
hypothet. It's not my plan, but if I were to just keep going along the route myself in the ShiftLess mobile, it could happen. I don't know.
That would be pretty cool.
I got to get this to work, though.
Oh man, guess what's just
Did you try
next
tapping
door
on
to the church in
I haven't
Vega?
checked the fuse yet.
Imagine riding 150 miles all day long. You pull into Vega, you're tired and hungry, you roll up and you find Curry Junction Indian cuisine.
Hell yes.
You're ready to rip it apart.
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, there's
You think they do some human trafficking there too?
they might if you ask them hard enough. Yeah, you have to call. There's no email address. I'll call the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Vega.
My recommendation is don't get ahead of yourself. Wait till you're closer to start making that call.
Oh, really?
Like I said, if it doesn't work out,
I'm kind of the one that would rather get told no immediately. There's no chance, and then I know that option is off the table.
my experience has been it has a tendency to burn bridges when nobody shows up. Is all I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
So I have that problem in the town of Bells or whatever.
Bells, yeah.
Whatever it is. And
That's where Companion and I hid out from that incredible storm in that guy's barn.
And
Where is that guy?
Oh man,
That guy just disappeared.
happens.
dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, the campground in Silverton and an establishment in Tucumcari, not to be named. So
Establishment in Tucumcari. Okay.
Hey,
Do we need to find alternative lodging in Tucumcari?
you want to hear the good?
I don't call ahead.
You want to hear the good news? Saturday morning, rolling out of Texarkana, 10-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east.
Mm-hmm.
How tits is that?
Yeah. Yeah. I had.
And to let you guys know, that's part of why back to 2014, the Rat was scheduled for October originally. The prevailing winds are out of the east for that time of year.
I remember,
Believe it or not.
I remember arguing with you over that. Like when you first set this up, and I was like, tell me you're going to run it west to east. And you're like, no, east to west. And I was like, what are you trying to do to people? Because I was like, the prevailing winds are always west to east. And you're like, oh, no, they're not. Not that time of the year. And I was like, you're full of shit. And then come to find out, you're not full of shit.
There's an RV park in Vega.
Why no?
Walnut RV Park.
It's worth checking with. The last time I checked with them, they didn't allow tent camping. But things change.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I bet if I slip them a $5 bill. Oh yeah, no tent camping. Well, maybe this will change.
maybe
your
this
mind.
will change.
Maybe a little Abraham Lincoln will change your mind.
How about I slip you a Lincoln log?
Out of your prison box.
Tent sites available.
Don't make me start throwing around
Okay,
Hamilton.
like I said, things change.
Yeah, of course.
Things do change. And
Look, nothing is going to be an obstacle. I mean, if we have to ride another 5 miles and go, that looks good.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
you know?
and that's all I'm saying is have ideas of places to head potentially, as opposed to I'm just gonna wing it and hope, because there's not a lot of winging it options. Yes, you can always just sleep in a ditch, but it doesn't mean it's the right ditch.
Yeah.
Farmer Brown may come at you with a shotgun, or it may be the ditch that all the rednecks go rolling through the ditch itself at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sort of
that's
thing.
true.
yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
My only request is that I get to listen to the LSU game Saturday afternoon. So
How are you going to get to do that?
How are you gonna do that?
On your phone?
on my telephone,
Okay.
on my cellular device.
Your Celica.
Yeah.
So
only so much
this
sports I
Saturday
can do
afternoon.
without.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's that evening game.
you're gonna. It is an evening game.
I've done it before. I've multiple backpacking trips and Spinistry events. I've listened to football games.
Understood. I'm keeping in mind where you might have limited cell service. That's what time is the game?
I think it's a 6:30 game.
Oh, well, hell,
Yeah.
y'all be in by then.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, we'd like to think so.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Is
T-Mobile has fantastic coverage across the north central and the entire northern spread of Texas. I can verify that.
the bit between Anona and Clarksville? You're going to be
A little spotty.
It'll be beyond spotty. You won't have coverage there.
That's fine.
And potentially between Clarksville and Bagwell would be, but yeah, realistically, once you're to Clarksville, you're probably fine. So you guys, so you said 6 a.m. Is that what you posted on the discussion page?
Yeah,
Suggestion?
I said Kevin suggests we line it out. Here's an idea.
Okay.
I will say this, like there's only 5 of us. If we're the ones that are making the effort to plan it, that's what time we're rolling out. I'm rolling out
I get
at
that.
6 a.m.
No, I get that.
And you are too.
There's nothing wrong
When?
with that. Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, 6 a.m. at the Hampton. Like, why do we need to have a huge, if there's only 5 people to starting?
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. And what is it? 140,
142?
142 that day.
I figure
So if you guys are doing 10 miles an hour average,
we're going to average 12.
Probably 12.
Yeah.
including lunch stop and everything like that.
Yeah, moving time will be 12. Stop time will be, full time will probably be 10, including stop.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's right.
Plan on 10
Yeah.
total
Yeah.
average. So 14 hours roughly.
Hopefully.
Now, I didn't look, and I'm sorry. The end of the Paris route, it does route us to your spot, right? It doesn't route it to the city park.
I think so. I'm going to double check that when I get home.
Okay.
Will there be Spinistry arrows?
There, you may come across a random one or two along the way,
Are those still worth a beer?
or a THC drink, one or the other.
Oh, I'll take one of those. Hey, let me ask you a technical question, and I think I know the answer to this, but I want your opinion. If you go in and you edit the route that I have pinned,
Mm-hmm.
and I I sync it,
Mm-hmm.
it'll automatically change the route. I don't have to do anything on a pinned route.
That is I know it works that way on Wahoo.
Okay.
I
I'll do this.
believe it works that way on newer Garmin's as well.
When you
Actually, I know it's supposed to.
I'm sure you'll send an email out saying you've made adjustments.
So
I'll check
what'll-
and see if it syncs up.
The way it works now is if I make adjustments, it'll automatically notify anyone that has downloaded
That's
that route.
right. That's right. Because when I did the grasslands routes, I remember I made an adjustment and everyone got an email saying an adjustment.
Yep.
So it only happens when you've pinned a route that someone else owns.
Yeah, I pinned all those routes and I downloaded them for offline. Just
Good
in
plan.
case.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah.
So I will do that when
I'll
I
do that
get
too.
I will double check routes. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of thrown off by going to the Cowboy Church, but it might be concussion head where I'm just not remembering why I still had it that way. That could have happened. Yeah.
I'm excited.
And again, if nobody else is doing the stage schedule, you two are the only ones it really applies to. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited too. I get excited every year, but
I'm glad to know you still get excited at your age.
Aren't y'all the same age?
I have to get
Fuck you.
fuck you.
Never has there been so much love in a fuck you.
Man, I completely lost my train of
Sorry
thought.
about that.
now.
Perfect.
I just took that rug and just yanked the shit out of it.
You get excited every year.
I do get excited every year, but that's also why I take this Gumby approach.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a long time ago. Again, just build a framework of contingencies and see where things go from there.
Yeah.
And then as things start to narrow down, it's like, oh, here's what we're up against for Wednesday. Here's my suggestion for anybody that's rolling out Wednesday morning, sort of thing. And I keep everybody in the loop that way, as opposed to this strict structure of this is what Sunday looks like, this is what Monday looks like, this is what it never works out that way.
Yeah.
Weather is always a factor.
Yeah.
And I don't care what you guys are looking at now. There's going to be a weather wild card in the mix somehow or another.
100%.
The only exception to that was Danish year. And if I remember right, the weather was still a factor after he finished. I think something kicked in, but I could be wrong.
Well, I'm the exact opposite of the Gumby approach, I think, or maybe I'm not, or maybe I'm just.
I don't even know what that. I know what Gumby. I know who Gumby is, but what does the Gumby approach mean?
Be flexible.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, well, my plan is to not have a plan. I literally am just gonna ride, and my goal is to make it to each one of those stage nights each night, and then figure it out along the way. Instead of going, oh my God.
I think you need to have a healthy balance.
Yeah.
Because that can get you into trouble because just of how. After a couple of days of that kind of riding, you're going to get in and you're not going to want to have to critically think about things. And you're going to want to have, that's where planning ahead a little.
Assuming I'm normally a critical thinker.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be there to help.
Yeah.
We can hold each other's hands.
Yes.
I think.
Are we going to trade bikes?
I think we're either going to be really good or we're not. You know?
Are you going to be riding your bike?
That's my plan.
Okay.
I plan on doing it 8 days in a row, and I'm stupid excited about putting my phone in airplane mode and riding. I mean, it's going to be like a vacation. A very hard, difficult, fun
A vacation with saddle sores.
So let me double check my understanding. I understand that you are planning to stick to the stage schedule for those towns as the endpoints each night. And you're bound and determined to stay with him no matter what, or are you open to, I may go do my own thing after a couple days?
No, we're the only thing.
You guys are joined at the hip.
The only way we don't finish together is if someone gets sick or someone has to
but
bail.
you guys are,
I'm telling you right now, if I have a mechanical or something happens, you finish, and I'm going to do the same thing.
Oh,
We're not gonna
go on without me.
Go on. You got this.
All right.
You take this one over.
And
we're gonna cross the finish line holding hands.
that's perfect. Is there a chance that after a couple days you guys may, hey, we're feeling spunky, we're going to go outside of this, we're going to stretch it, or are you going to just stick to that schedule and that's your...
My plan is to stick to the schedule.
Okay, here's why I'm asking. If you guys are up for it, I will commit now to go ahead and arrange a third night and be there with the ShiftLess mobile in Henrietta as well.
That's my plan. That is 100%.
Okay.
There's not even like a twinge in me that goes, yeah, I'll probably call it short or I'll probably go long. I'm planning on...
Pencil it in that we're doing Hapgood RV Park on, what's that, Monday night?
Yep.
Yeah.
In Henrietta. We'll do it that. We'll tell everyone else, hey, this is the plan, or you can do the Best Western or whatever. Because it's real easy for me just to hop down 287 and come home from Henrietta. That's a hop, skip, and a jump sort of thing. And so that way you guys at least have those nailed down and solidified Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. And, the ShiftLess mobile is there for shuttling or grabbing ice or whatever else as well.
Very cool.
What else is going on? Is there any bicycle news out there? I've been way out of touch the past couple weeks.
Yeah. I did pull up something the other day that I wanted to yell about. Now I need to pull it up and remember what it was.
Oh, there was while he's looking for that, there was an email that came across that you forwarded to me. Let me look real quick.
Oh yeah, somebody was asking. Jesse was asking questions.
Who is this Jesse guy?
Jesse Lang. He helps with Spinistry events.
So he said, when Brad orders pizza at home, where does he order from?
What?
Langstrength. Jesse Langstrength.
Langstrength.
Good guy. He drove us to. He drove Rich and I to Dairy Queen.
Oh.
The night before Red River Riot.
So when I order pizza at home, I normally get it from Giovanni's right down the street.
Is that at the corner there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to be kind of shit pizza, and now I think they changed management and stuff, and their pizza's
Yeah, we've ordered it before. It's good.
pretty flippin' legit.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
Um,
Stan's Bagels open yet?
Not yet, son of a bitch. In fact,
I'm still hungry.
I
from
rode
that
through that
day.
parking lot yesterday, out on my spin. And then it says, how long did the rechargeable Wahoo heart rate strap last? And I don't have an honest answer for that because I don't know when I had previously charged it, and it totally skipped my brain before I left out on that
I have the
trip.
data on that.
That being said,
Actually, I'll look
that
it
is
up.
not the heart rate monitor I intend on wearing for Rat. I have a Garmin, which is the coin battery, and that's the one I plan on running for Rat. And I am going to, it's on my list of things to do today, is put a fresh battery in there.
Good plan.
And I'm carrying a backup battery because why wouldn't you?
Okay.
So I don't have good information on that Wahoo heart rate strap, but
I've got it.
you do.
I looked it up because Brad and I were talking about. I'm not. The only concern with my heart rate is just making sure I'm staying in the right zones.
Sure.
And even though my watch has a pretty incredible battery life, Brad made a good points like just use a heart rate monitor. It'll last longer. So I looked up the difference between the rechargeable and the battery powered one is like months. And I'm trying to find the data here, but that I had looked up. But it's almost like an hour of charge on a 12-hour battery. Like it's or 16-hour or recharge. Like the recharge one's not even going to get you 2 days of riding.
Hey,
Without having
you
to
know
recharge.
there's a button on the back of that, right? The back of this tower?
The power button.
Okay. I just noticed it and was, because it wasn't facing you, so
Yeah.
I was like, maybe
Yeah. And it's been a couple years at least. Yeah, probably a couple years. I moved to the Wahoo rechargeable one. I think it was the X or something like that.
So I like it in theory, but it's one more thing to charge.
It's one more thing to charge,
Yeah.
and the charge on mine didn't last for
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's the point of a rechargeable one that doesn't tell you when it's about to run out of charge to
Yeah.
begin with? And
Well, mine does. When it's tethered to the Garmin will alert you if you have a low battery on something.
gotcha.
So, but
I don't have one of those fancy Garmin's. I had an old Wahoo.
like I was telling Caleb, I have zero intention of looking at my heart rate in real time, but I want to track my heart rate for the aggregate data at the
Sure.
end of the event.
Sure.
Because like I was telling Caleb, even though my heart rate monitor or my heart rate strap battery died on that 3-day trip I took, I could tell that my heart rate was less on day 2 and even less on day 3, even given the level of effort I was doing. I was doing it with considerable more ease, if that's the case, or, you know. So I just want to see that and be able to look at my numbers after everything has been said and done.
That makes sense.
Or if there's issues or something like that, I'll be able to key in on them.
That makes all the sense in the world.
So
Did you figure out what you were wanting to talk about, Caleb?
It had to do with bags and gear, but I can't remember now. It probably wasn't important, and no one would have cared anyway.
hey, but no, I do care about something.
Okay.
You had posted on Bikepacking gear or whatever on the Book of Faces looking for your pocket, and there was a female that said that she
Yeah,
thought she had one.
she
She would
does.
check on Monday.
Yeah, so thank you. So we connected yesterday. Unfortunately, I wanted it specifically to integrate with the pronghorn, right? Because they have matching straps and the alignment and arrangements all the same, so they could be integrated. She had modified hers to do something different, and she said, "But I mean, and in her defense, I mean, she's super sweet because I think that you can reattach those straps. Given the time that it was in New Braunfels, getting it here, finding someone to help me sew on strap. I just didn't want to deal with that. I told her thank you so much for reaching out and all that stuff.
You know, Dan.
I know, but I don't even know if I could have gotten it here in time by then. And I didn't want to bother her by rushing her to the post office and overnighting it. And
You
I
don't
would
have a problem doing that to the guys in Indiana.
because that's what they do for a living. I'm helping support local bike shops.
Did you ever find that bike shop name?
Yeah.
And you're looking it up.
No, I have it pulled up right
It's
there.
called Hoosier Bike Shop.
Who's that? Brad.
Yeah.
I am proud of you.
Isn't everything there called Hoosier or something? That's the joke.
Who's your daddy? Yeah, I haven't pulled up. Your internet is slow. The bicycle station, the Spinistry, episode
119.
119, brought to you by the bicycle station in Indiana, and there are cities in Indiana, so I should look up the name of the city. It's in Columbus, Indiana. So
Columbus.
shout
What
out.
an original name for a city.
I know. They were super nice.
I think there's a Columbus in every state.
That in Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm just going to make the egress work. It's over-engineered and heavy, but it integrates easy, and I think I'm just going to go with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I am, I bought the larger spine lock saddlebag. So I got that in. That was really the only new piece of kit I needed to order.
Tell me what you're packing for your insulation in your camp system. Like you're going to have a pad.
I have a pad.
Pillow.
I have a tiny inflatable pillow, which in years past, depending upon how much clothing I bring, sometimes I would have put my extra clothing in a dry sack and use that as a pillow because it pretty much is a pillow. But because I'm kind of probably going light on the cold weather clothing, I'm going to bring a little pillow. So and I have my little, REI made the Igneo sleeping bag for maybe 2 years, and they labeled it as a 20. It is not, but it is very. I mean, I could pack it in a water bottle. Yeah. It's so small.
90% of sleeping bags out there are misrated.
Oh yeah, they're 15 to 20 degrees difference because there's no regulated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't there supposedly some qualifier that this is rated based on using a sleep liner and wool socks?
Oh,
yeah.
There's so many caveats.
Well, but I mean, I think for that,
yeah,
that's allowed for the rating.
Yeah.
That's also the other flaw in that whole entire measurement system is not factoring in the fact that we all sleep at a different temperature anyway. So what's comfortable for me in the same sleeping bag, you could freeze in, right? So anyway, I'm bringing the Nemo Hornet, my little coffin tent. I did for a brief moment look at my bivvy, but I decided I want some room.
Yeah.
A Nemo Hornet is palatial.
Yeah.
Compared to a bivy sack.
Yeah, so is my tent.
Well, yours literally is.
Yeah.
You and I could sleep in that thing. Yeah, 2 pairs of bibs.
Wait.
Long
I'm talking
sleep.
about camp system.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, mat,
Yeah.
pillow,
Yeah.
sleeping bag, that's it?
On top of a Tyvek sleeve or Tyvek sheet that's cut.
That's going to be your ground?
It's cut.
Your ground sheet for your tent? Okay. So, but I'm talking about, so you're just bringing a sleeping bag. No sleeping bag liner?
No.
Okay. Because right now I have packed a sleeping bag liner, a sleeping bag, and then I've got that little bitty throw blanket that's like 550 downfill. That's just, it packs down tiny.
My problem with sleeping bag liners is, and this is a personal thing, They just don't pack well.
Oh, mine packs.
Mine. I have two different ones. I have a 10 and I have a 5 and a 10.
I have a 5 Sea to Summit.
Yeah, black, or is it
No, it's
orange?
green.
Green.
But it's got insect shield in it. That's the other reason I'm bringing it. So it has Promethean or whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is. Are you making stuff
Yeah,
up?
that's the bug repellent stuff.
Yeah.
It's got bug repellent in the. Oh, I'm sure that's good for your skin.
It's natural.
Yeah, I probably could, and I should, but I'll put it in my bag and see if it fits.
I've got my entire. So I'll show you my handlebar bag when we walk past. But I have obviously tent, ground sheet, pad, pillow, liner, blanket, sleeping bag, and I've got a Montbell 30-degree bag.
If I were here's the thing, the funny thing. If I were to bring my sleeping bag liner, I would be bringing it for the exact opposite reason that you're bringing it, because I sleep very hot.
Mm-hmm.
So and there's been multiple bikepacking trips where I didn't bring a sleeping bag. I only brought a liner, and that was my blanket for the night.
Well, so you're not bringing it for the exact opposite reason I'm bringing mine. I'm bringing mine because the reason I'm bringing those 3 components is it's a modular system. My plan is, like, I slept in the yard the other night. I started out with just my sleeping bag liner. And then somewhere in the course of the night, I got cold, and I put that blanket on. And that's all I needed.
Yeah.
And it only got down to 68.
Yeah.
And some dickhead started running a blower, I think it was the golf course, at 6:45 in the morning. Just rank, rank.
You could hear that from here, a blower?
Yeah. There was no wind that night.
Oh, yeah.
But that's my plan, is to use the blanket on the cool nights, and then use my sleeping bag on cold nights. And if I need to, I can use the blanket and the sleeping bag.
Every night I'm around, it's a cool.
And layering.
You sleep cold? You
No.
stay pretty cold?
Oh, he's a freaking space heater.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you're like me. You don't sleep. You could sleep with a sheet.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll sleep with nothing.
There you go.
Y'all don't want to hop in the van.
But my plan is to just, it's modular, but it starts with sleeping bag liner.
Yeah.
And I'm not carrying a sleeping bag liner necessarily to protect my sleeping bag, although that is the thought process. But it's
a welcome byproduct.
Yeah. But
when it comes to packing, I have the exact opposite that most people. I worry about packing too much. I never worry about not packing enough. So I was like, God damn, I don't fucking need this. I don't even want to bring this.
So I've been on multiple trips where I've underpacked. And I've been on multiple trips when I've overpacked too, where I've got home and gone, man, I packed all this crap and I didn't use it. And then, so I went through this whole process where I started whittling down my kit, but then I got caught out a couple of times. And this was hammock camping, so it's a different thing because the cold impacts you a lot more. And I learned a lot of things about positioning myself in my hammock where my feet aren't above my head, which I made the mistake of doing a couple of times. And my
talk about that. I think I know where you're going, but
my feet like almost froze off. You know.
Oh, you want to keep them below your heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you're cutting off the blood to them.
Okay. Yeah.
Cutting it off.
Well, no, I get it.
You're not
Reducing.
getting as much
Reducing.
circulation.
Yeah. So do you actually hang your foot a little lower than your head?
So
you try to?
Well, now I've got a different hammock, so you lay diagonally in the hammock and you're theoretically completely horizontal.
Yeah.
But you can also grab your hammock and pull your head up a little bit and have your feet below it.
Well, see, I've had that problem before, but because I've hung my head a little too high, you end up sliding down the hammock. So maybe the idea is to just at least make sure you're, if not completely level, hang your feet maybe a little higher, just a little bit.
That's your biscuit butt talking to
That
you.
is.
But
She got groomed yesterday, y'all. She smells like a sugar cookie. She smells amazing.
But I'm also not going to skimp on cold weather clothing just because I'm the kind of guy that once I get cold, it's hard for me to warm up. And so I'm going to make sure I don't get either sleep too cold or am not too cold. And I'm not scared to start out wearing too much clothes and stop and take some clothes off.
Yeah.
That's my thought process. So,
And don't forget, on this route specifically, on the Rat, I don't think you ever go more than 50 miles without a Dollar General.
Yeah.
And probably no more than 100 without a Walmart.
yeah.
Sort of thing. So if you find you underpacked,
Mm-hmm.
something comes up in a pinch, you can get by,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Well, my plan is to be self-sufficient other than food and water,
Understood.
but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. You know, everything, when we roll out at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning, all bets are off almost, you know? We'll see.
All bets are on, motherfucker. I'm
I'm chomping at the
I'm
bit.
ready. I'm ready
Yeah.
to go. I'm ready to go.
I am.
All right. So Saturday night at the Pavilion north of Love Civic Center
In Paris.
in Paris, Texas. Anybody wants to join us, come on up, hang out.
Bring whiskey.
Bring your tent. I'm not bringing any whiskey. I can tell you that.
I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
Rich will probably bring whiskey. He's a bad influence.
He is a bad influence.
I hope he's there to influence the shit out of us, though.
Sunday night, Burns Run East Campground, Cartwright, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Justin's still planning to do his Sunday thing. Do we know?
That's what I understand.
Okay. Anybody tagging along with him that we know?
Not aware.
I think Adam
Adam's going to.
and Fergie.
Fergie's going
I
to.
think
Cool.
Fergie, from what I've extrapolated,
He may ride up.
I think he's going to catch a ride up,
Okay.
and then he's going to ride with us, and then ride back to Saxe.
Okay.
That's what it seems like.
Seems like.
And then I don't know who else is tagging along with Justin, but I think there's going to be a small crew.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know. Because sometimes when I ask you a question and you answer it, you'll answer it with a positive, but also have a question mark at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just for clarification, I am bringing my GoPro. The idea would be I'd like to capture not a full documentary because it's hard to do when you're riding, but I want to get a little bit of everything. And so I had asked Brad, because I have a spare GoPro, would you be interested in capturing content too? And his answer was sure, question mark.
Well,
which is like, motherfucker, just answer the question. So maybe you're confused about.
what I meant by that response was yes, but I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know how to work a GoPro.
You literally hit a button and
Press
point.
the button.
Nor do I know where I'm going to mount said GoPro.
You don't mount it. You just put it in a feed bag or put it in a pocket or something.
Oh, so you don't want it like you
No,
don't
not
want it
not,
like-
con- not continuously running.
And this is why we're having this conversation. I plan on, I see something cool, we're riding along, I take it out of a bag, click the button, point it, and hold it while I'm riding for 20 or 30 seconds.
Well, then it's yes with a period. Then
Okay.
Not sure with a question mark.
Yeah, it's literally you press the button, you hear it beep, and you're filming, and then you press it and stop it.
Okay.
And then I was gonna edit it together.
Okay.
That's the plan. That's not a priority, obviously.
Okay.
But the thing is I'm asking you to carry one extra item. Are you okay with doing that?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, The Rat 3D premiering 2027.
3D.
Let's see. Bike news. So YT officially bit the dust, right?
Oh, really?
I did not hear that.
Yeah, I heard that.
I was
KHS looks like they bit the dust.
Specialized is hurting right now. They have closed they closed their Experience store in Arkansas, in Bentonville.
Mm-hmm.
They closed another office somewhere, and then Shimano closed an office recently.
and the import restrictions on Giant.
Yep.
That's crazy.
What's interesting, in the midst of all of this, did y'all see, I can't remember the brand name, but you'll know it as soon as I say it. They're out of Bentonville as well. It was Fazari or whatever, and they changed their name to Ari or something.
Ari, yeah.
So they opened a whole new facility, and they had a grand opening a week and a half ago or something. And I was like, this seems counterintuitive to everything that's going on right now.
Well, maybe they played the long game and they were financially smart and didn't overextend. A lot of these big bike companies that are having issues is because they overextended themselves after COVID and they couldn't recover with the economy being so bad.
Maybe these guys. So I don't know if Fazari was around pre-COVID. Maybe
They were. They're out of Utah, weren't they?
Or were they at it?
I think they're out of Utah and must have moved because Fazari is becoming our Ari is becoming a pretty popular bike. Like Rich Drew was riding one of their gravel bikes, and then one of the guys in our crew, who was it that had an Ari on a Tuesday night gravel ride with us not too long ago?
Sean Shannon, I think.
Sean Shannon had one.
Yeah.
It's exactly right. It's a good looking bike. It's actually a really good looking bike. Green and beige.
RE Cycles?
Yeah.
What's their name?
Yeah. They rebranded.
RE Bikes.
REBikes.com.
Yeah, so I just thought it was super interesting because I saw it came up on one of my feeds somewhere, and I was like, this seems totally unexpected compared to everything else. That it seems like the cycling industry as a whole is crumbling and falling into itself. And
Well,
then
for the most part, it is.
And then you have this company that's opening a new facility, having a grand opening.
Yeah, but you got to understand, they may be realizing they're taking a huge gamble on this and trying to fill in a gap.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine they're probably aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we just need to.
It looks like
It's not looking good.
Looks like they're still in Utah and Bentonville. Linden, Utah.
I think they're an international company. I could be wrong.
I mean, with a name like Fazari, you would think so.
I can't remember what were the parallels. There was another mail order type outfit that they were. Maybe it's YT. Maybe them and YT were kind of very similar models. I can't remember. But
now they were founded in Linden, Utah.
Were they? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just remember seeing their backstory a few years back, and there were weird pieces involved. I'm not saying that in an unusual, and this would line up with unusual pieces. So who knows? Who knows? If your financial backers have deep enough pockets, they can survive anything, which is kind of the nature of our economy right now.
Yeah.
Deep pockets are getting deeper. None of them are suffering. None of the real deep pocket people are suffering right now. So, and maybe they're positioning themselves to be the ones that weather the storm, and everybody else goes kaput.
Maybe they're all venture capitalists.
Yeah, I'm almost convinced that was an essential part of Fazar or back in the day, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it looks like they were founded in 2005.
But
the other thing, the non-rat event is Ray Porter this weekend.
Yes.
We should talk about that. At least plug that for a minute.
Ray Porter, great event. Sorry to miss it. Very sorry to miss it. However, this is something that I have to do.
Yep.
I have to attempt.
So there's people, and Big Sugar's this weekend too.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of people doing different things this weekend.
Little Sugars this
I'm sorry, Little Sugar.
Yeah. And that's the thing I didn't understand. I saw Justin Carey say, and we'll come back to Ray Porter, sorry, but he said that his plan is to be finished with Rat in time to make it to Big Sugar.
Okay.
So he's going to ride 1,000 miles and then go do Big Sugar.
That sounds very Justin Carey.
It does sound so Justin Carey. God. What an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm going to do this 1,000-mile warm-up for
Big Sugar.
For Big Sugar. But yeah, Ray Porter is this weekend. It looks to be, for someone that is behind the scenes, even though I'm not going to be involved this year, it still looks to be an incredibly impressive event. And dare I say, it looks like the weather is going to be amazing.
Yep.
And there's a couple of new things that they're offering this year. They're doing a hired gun lap where you can make an extra donation and get someone to ride a lap for you, so you can accrue another lap and have a rest, which is pretty cool.
For a fundraiser event, I like that.
Yeah. And then they have a shortcut lap too, where you can contribute another side donation and cut your lap short, and it's still counted as a full lap.
And
I like that.
When we talk about fundraiser and extra money and extra donations, the money goes to the Big Pig Cancer Foundation, which is a 501c3 cancer support group that helps local cyclists, family members of local cyclists when they have cancer. It helps as an extra bit of income. Typically, it's done with cash donations and things like that to help them out. So it's a great cause that the three of us have all been, I mean, actively, but also Kevin has helped out as well, doing timing and different things like that over the years. So it's a good cause.
It's a fantastic cause, and for those that have never, always wonder about where are my donation dollars going. It's sincerely tragic the number of our friends that have had to utilize
Yes.
those foundation
It's
funds.
shocking the amount of actual Big Pig members that have had to use
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, truth and form, the race is named after our friend Ray Porter,
Yep.
who tragically died from prostate cancer. So
Pancreatic cancer.
pancreatic cancer. That's right.
Yeah,
Knew it was a P.
it was that tragic, fast,
Yeah.
really crazy
Yeah.
story. And for truth be told, it's because of Ray Porter that the rat exists.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Now, it was,
Great guy. I still miss that
I knew
caddy.
I knew it wasn't anything that would be Ray Porter worthy. It was more along the lines of people that wanted to be like Ray. Here's a way to learn how to do that sort of thing.
Here's your stepping stone.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anything else you guys think we need to cover today?
No, I feel like we got it.
Here's to smooth shifting. Go ride your
See you
bike.
guys Saturday.
This bill legalizes sawed-off short guns.